Robin's with you in the afternoons.
Well, we are here on Valentine's Day, and it is Wellness Wednesday, or Wednesday Wellness, whatever we decide. It's always a great day, and we get to talk about lots of wonderful things to keep us well in our mind and our body. And I am here today with Jane Ehrman with imagesofwellness.com. Welcome, Jane. I'm so glad you're able to join us again.
Hi, Robin. I'm glad to be back.
Oh, great. Well, it is Valentine's Day, and this is a day we traditionally focus on romantic love and couples and all that mushy stuff. But, what else should we be keeping in mind when it comes to Valentine's Day?
Well, not everybody's in a relationship, or their relationships aren't mushy love. And so why not expand it to sending out love and living from love in our lives in a bigger way through something called loving kindness.
Loving kindness. Okay, so I know what loving is and I know what kindness is, but when you put the two together, is that something special, something different? What is loving kindness?
Loving kindness is sending goodness, kindness, a kind of warmth to others. Just like you think about when somebody's going through a difficult time, you say, I'll be thinking of you as you go through this, or I'll be thinking of you when you're traveling. What you're thinking of is sending goodness, sending kindness. So this is about a practice of loving kindness where you're doing a meditation specifically sending loving kindness.
I love that. All right. And how should we go about doing that? Because obviously we do send our good wishes and send our good thoughts, but is there something else that we should be doing to make it a loving kindness practice?
A loving kindness practice, a meditation practice, is one that has a mantra to it of good wishes. For instance, we would say, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be loved. And we've all heard that, in order to love other people well, we have to love ourselves well. And many times people are confused as to what does that mean? I'm just wonderful. Well, that's narcissism. We're not talking about that. But we take care of people and things that we value. So self-love is caring for your own well-being, valuing yourself. And so it's recognizing the goodness in you as a person, that you're worthy of care and love and support. So that's what that's about.
Well, and I would imagine it's very hard. I know this just through experiences and through life. It's very hard to give to others if you haven't given to yourself. And it's hard to have a loving relationship if you haven't loved yourself. If you haven't given that to yourself, how can you possibly expect it from others?
Exactly.
And so how would we do this as a regular practice?
So here's how it begins. First of all, it's about sending that love, those feelings of love and kindness to yourself. So if you're in your car driving around, wait to do this until you get to your destination. But for everyone else, take a moment and bring to mind a person or even a pet that you love or care for deeply. It doesn't matter whether it's a loved one from the past or some loved one that's present. Either way, let those feelings of love bubble up in you. So focus on what you find most endearing about them, and as you begin to feel that energy in your body, you may feel it in your chest, your heart, or maybe even all over, this pleasant feeling of love and kindness. Breathe into it and make it stronger.
Well, we always feel so much better when we're having those feelings of love anyway, right? So
Absolutely.
If we're being intentional with them and focusing on them and saying to ourselves, I want to bring them on right now.
Yes.
It's going to be a good feeling.
And so you're intentionally feeling that energy flowing through you of love and kindness, and then saying to yourself privately, may I be well. You're offering that loving kindness first to yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be loved. Receiving those good wishes. And this may feel a little awkward at first, but with practice, it will become more comfortable.
I would think that the receiving of it, the conscious receiving of it, would be one of the hardest parts.
Exactly. We're taught to love others. We're not taught to love ourselves very well. And so
Right.
this is an important one. There's a second level. There are 4 pieces to this. The second one is sending loving kindness to the special people in your life. Loved ones, friends, again, could be from long ago, can be present. You might imagine them there with you or wherever they are. And here's the mantra for that. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be loved. So you're sending that energy from yourself to them.
You're sending it out into the world, and hopefully they'll get it and it'll be received, and
Yes.
throwing it out into the world.
There's actually good research that shows that what we put out there goes.
That's so funny because that's such an expression that we hear all the time. You receive what you put out and all that, and I believe that it's true, but there's actually research.
There's a lot of research about it.
Oh, we'll have to delve into that another time. All right, you mentioned there's 4 pieces of it, and we've covered 2. What is our next piece of this loving kindness practice?
So this one is about sending loving kindness to acquaintances. Could be the postal worker you see all the time, a store employee that you are in contact with pretty regularly, or coworkers, business associates, maybe neighbors and others. And again, you don't know them quite as well as the people that you love very deeply, but they're people that are connected to your life and you engage with. And so again, it's may you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be loved. And sending that energy to all of them.
How nice, because these are our people that maybe we don't consider them friends, but they make our life and our world and our community what makes it so worthwhile.
Absolutely. And we may know that that clerk at the store is going through a difficult time or is struggling with things, or maybe they don't even say anything, but you can just tell they're not having the best day. And how wonderful it would be for you to just send them some loving kindness.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, our 4th piece of this practice that we're going to be starting, loving kindness practice. I mean, it feels like we're bringing it up because of Valentine's Day, but I think this is definitely worthwhile year-round.
Absolutely. So the 4th one is sending loving kindness to those who are difficult to love, maybe even difficult to like. Now, when I've taught meditation classes, I've had some people say, you know, some of the people that are in my 2nd level of sending it to people I love deeply, they're also difficult to love. And that may be true. And sometimes I'm in that group. I'm in the first one, loving myself, but I'm also difficult to love, and I know it.
Well, I think we all have those moments. Hopefully they're
Absolutely.
moments, though, and as opposed to ways of bringing ourselves to the world.
Yes.
We all have the moments.
Yes. So all of us deserve some loving kindness, whether we like them or enjoy dealing with them or not. And so again, this is sending, may you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be loved to that group of people. And you can offer loving kindness anytime. You don't have to wait for a meditation, though having a meditation of loving kindness puts aside time for that and really boosts, I think, our energy level. But you can do it anytime and send it to anyone that comes to mind. You can send it to your neighborhood, to your community, to all of California, to the country. Shoot, send it to the world. You get it?
We could all use some more of that, right?
We absolutely
What
could.
a great world it would be if, what a wonderful world this would be, so to speak, to quote the great Sam Cooke, if we all had a little loving kindness to put out there into the wonderful world that of which we live. So obviously, it feels good to send love out to others, to send love to ourselves when we're consciously thinking of those that we love and we want to send out those good wishes. It obviously makes us feel good. But are there benefits, like physical, mental benefits, other than just it feels good to practice of loving kindness?
That's a great question. And yes, there are benefits. When we're living from the goodness in our heart, it actually improves our heart rate and normalizes it. And if we have blood pressure issues, it can help bring our blood pressure within normal range. It helps our immune system to be balanced so that we can protect ourselves better from harmful organisms. We're less stressed, we're calmer, and we think more clearly when we're living from a loving kindness kind of energy. And there's good research that shows those you send loving kindness to benefit also. Think of those times when you get a note or a text or a call from someone just after you've been thinking about them. Or you call someone and they say, I was just thinking about you, Robin.
That is the best, isn't it?
It is wonderful. We're all connected. And so let's connect in positive ways, not just today because it's Valentine's Day, but let today be the springboard into living out of loving kindness every day.
I love the idea that sending out all these good thoughts, all these loving thoughts, all these kind thoughts out to others can benefit them, that they'll receive the energy, and obviously it benefits us as well. But I love hearing that there's actual physical benefits as well as just the mental.
Absolutely. I think it certainly improves our mood. And think of the times when somebody's been going through a difficult time and they have said, I could feel the strength and the love from others who are thinking about me and caring and sending good wishes. It's buoyed me up. It's just powerful stuff.
It's absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm so glad that you were able to join us again today and share some information on this loving kindness practice, because I think it is one of those things where we all know about loving people and being kind to people, but when you make it intentional with an actual practice, it makes it so much more, intentional and beneficial, and you can actually, I feel like I'll probably tend to send more actual, like a conscious effort out to the world moving forward, as opposed to just, I'm thinking about you, but be more intentional with it. And I can't wait to talk to you again next time. We're going to be having Wellness Wednesday every second and fourth Wednesday moving forward. And I understand you've been giving a lot of thought to what we're going to be talking about.
I'm excited about the next session because we're going to talk about the electromagnetic field of our heart. It radiates 4.5 feet in diameter.
No way.
Yes. And so we can feel each other's energy. Think about times you've walked into a room of people and gone, what's just going on in here, man?
Some bad juju in this room.
Bad juju. Or you feel someone else's energy and it's so good. You don't want to leave it. It just feels good.
People who just radiate positivity.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be talking about how that is, what we know about that scientifically, and how we need to be gatekeepers of our energy about what kind of energy we let in, but we also need to be responsible for the kind of energy we give out.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so scientific proof and meanings going along with electromagnetic heart energy. Mm-hmm. I can't wait. Really looking forward to it. Well, I've been speaking with Jane Ehrman with imagesofwellness.com with our Wednesday Wellness Wednesday. Whatever you got, it all makes me happy and smile. And I'm so happy you were able to join us today. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Be well.
Oh, thank you. I certainly will. And now, especially now that you've sent it out to me, may you be well as well.
May you be well.
99.3 The Vine is proudly owned and operated locally by Wind Down Media.